share, well, you talked a little bit about your lived experience in your intro, but can you share how your personal lived experiences have shaped your passion for EDI specifically? Because I see that your education pathway, your different career paths, but to land in EDI at the library, say a little bit more about that.
Yeah. So as I mentioned before, I'm formally trained in this area, but the practice we call the academic. So you have to implement in some level some theories into practice, and I think that's what is my calling. I think communities are really if you give the space to communities and the space for them to share their wisdom, and you work with them alongside, definitely change can happen. So when I have the opportunity and I saw the opportunity to work in the library, I said, oh, this is an amazing opportunity for me to be there and trying to do a huge impact in the community. I didn't know anything about libraries. Depending on where you are coming from and what's your background, library could mean so many things. But we today, I think, a society, our communities, we call it the third place. And before, we have several third places, but right now, probably you have your house, your home, and then you have your work. And there is a gap in our communities where there is nothing where you can gather when you don't have to spend money. And I think the role of libraries is to fulfill that space. Other people mention that the libraries are the last democratic space because you don't need to spend money. Everybody's welcome. And that's something really important. I want to emphasize that in our work in Burlington. We just updated, and we have that before, obviously, but we were more explicit in our customer service standards, where we mentioned that everybody's welcome in our spaces. And we have an approach of human first. And all our staff are having that mindset now. So I know that there is so many social issues currently in Canada. We have immigration, we have the housing issues, but the library is a space where we can learn from each other, from different walks of life, and also you can access to a huge amount of information. So that to me is kind of what motivates me, and I every day go so happily to work in the library because I know that I'm making a huge impact in the community. And probably during the interview, we will talk more in detail what are the steps that we are taking, but that's something that motivates me to work there.